What'd she pull off? She going full! Holy shit!
Yeah. Hey there everyone, this is Grave Cinema here again, coming to you with another reaction video. I have seen this one, like
Standard.
pretty much all of them.
I haven't.
This one, yep, she has not seen this. We are doing this on, actually it's 4th of July, as today we're filming
So
this.
at some point there may be some explosions in the background that have nothing to do with the movie.
Possible. But also, I felt it should be like a bit of a theme, because the movie we're going to be watching takes place around that weekend. I believe it actually takes place on the 3rd, but it's the 4th of July weekend, so it's a little bit of a theme, but
I'm gonna
still...
take a stab at what this movie is.
Okay, give us a guess.
Is it I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
No.
Damn. Well, I know it's not Uncle Sam, because we just watched that on Friday.
We did just watch that on the last drive-in. No.
Yeah.
The movie we were watching is... Return of the Living Dead. Why do you think I changed my shirt?
Because you wanted to show off more t-shirts! I didn't know that...
I do want to show off my
words.
t-shirts, but also because I knew we were doing this, I'm like, hey, let me put on my Return of the Living Dead t-shirt.
Fitting.
So yeah,
Fitting.
This is what we will be watching. This is a classic of the zombie genre, okay? So that's what this is going to be. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a zombie movie. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun, though.
Okay.
I really love this one. It's a big classic for a lot of horror fans, and I wanted to do it, and I want to see your reaction.
I will warn you all in advance. Not a big person for zombie movies.
No, not usually. This is a 1985 zombie film, though, so you're gonna get some good practical effects.
Always good to see.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's about as all as I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil anything else for you.
Right, and I'm gonna try and not be distracted by my dog, who is apparently not feeling well. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yes, I see you, baby.
Yes,
girl.
we see you.
She's like, are you watching? Are you sure?
She's like, have I been summoned?
Hi. Yes. My sweet
Okay,
girl.
she can watch with us. All right?
She usually does. Hit play.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
do this.
I don't know if she fits that way. Oh, the events portrayed in this film are all true. The names are real names of real people. And I didn't finish
Real
it.
organizations.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
We were distracted by dog.
Such a cute
See?
dog, though.
July 3rd, 1984.
Okay, you lock up for me before you go. 4th of July weekend, buddy boy. Gotta move. We got an order here from the St. Louis University Medical School. They want 2 adult female skeletons with perfect teeth.
Don't we all?
How many people you know die with a beautiful, perfect set of choppers in their puss, huh? Oh, I think that there's a skeleton farm over in India.
That's not creepy.
Jesus. Come on, kid.
Skeleton farms.
Oh,
Isn't it a
you're
body
up
farm?
here.
It's called a graveyard.
I'm gonna call them skeleton farms now.
These are split dogs. Wow. Yep, for veterinarian schools. We keep the fresh cadavers.
It does look like a fun job, though.
Just be careful.
Well, of course.
Well, say hello.
Well, that's gross. You hold them by their heads?
Yeah, we're expecting
So
a
is this-
shipment on
Is
Monday.
this part of the Night of the Living Dead saga?
Same writer, but not part of that story.
Okay.
Hey, we gonna party tonight or what?
Yeah, we are gonna party. Yeah, and I ain't in no mood to die tonight.
I like death.
I like death with sex. How about you, Casey? You like sex with death?
Yeah, so fuck up and die.
I'm supposed to meet Freddie when he gets off work.
Yeah, where are you supposed to meet him?
At this medical supply warehouse where he's working.
I have seen weird things come, and I have seen weird things go. Did you see that movie, Night of the Living Dead? Did you know that movie was based on a true case? There was a chemical spill, and all that stuff kind of leaked down into the morgue. And they told the guy who made the movie that if he told the true story, they'd just sue his ass.
So what really happened?
Well, they closed
What really happened?
and they kept it a secret.
And you incinerated the bodies, right?
The transportation department got the orders crossed. And they shipped those bodies here. Instead of the Carroll. Want to see them?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that's
See
where the
ya.
movie's gonna start.
Corpses. They're down in the basement.
No. No way.
I I could just see your face if somebody said that to you. You'd be out the door before they even knew what happened.
Show me the corpses.
The third step, it's a bitch.
I mean, they just brought those bodies here and left them?
14 years, as I recall.
Those bodies there for 14 years.
No kidding.
Where do you fucking keep them?
There they are.
Oh, they get their own little containment units. I'd have incinerated the shit out of those. That's gonna smell. It's hermetically sealed. Oh, never mind. It's got a viewing capsule.
Oh, shit.
It's basically mummified.
You say that thing was alive?
So they say.
What the? Who uses the roll? What are you doing?
No, these things were made by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Looks like you're about to turn into some goo, homie. You know, if anything, I feel like our generation has been prepared better for zombies than just about everything.
Oh, the fresh corpse is getting,
Animated.
Uh-huh.
Also, creepiest fucking way to keep a dead person. And wouldn't you think that would damage the skull, which would damage the whole body? If they're gonna use it for medical students and stuff, that can ruin a forensic science class.
Too much plot getting away the story. The story is zombies come back to life.
That's okay. Listen, I can't help it. I spent my teen years watching Bones instead of Buffy.
Well, that's your mistake.
Yeah, it is. Buffy is way funnier.
What's for dinner?
Your favorite, lamb chops.
I had them for lunch.
Why don't you just be a dick, then?
He had a crap day, apparently.
I understand, but he didn't need to take it out on his wife.
Nah.
She was trying to do something nice, obviously.
But when will you find them?
Christ, Ethel, I don't know.
Oh, they're looking for those bodies.
Maybe we'll never find them.
Interesting car.
Where the fuck are we going
It's like a beast, though.
How come you guys only come around when you need to ride someplace? Got you motherfuckers. So you think I'm stupid? What the fuck?
Yeah, gee, I wonder why they only come by when they need a ride somewhere. Couldn't it be because you're batshit?
He's one spooky motherfucker.
That's not what I consider spooky. I consider that insane. You're spooky. That's just fucking stupid. I've yet to worry when I'm in a car with you driving.
What time does Freddy get off?
10 o'clock.
I ain't sitting here 2 fucking hours.
We could go fool around in there for a while.
You mean that cemetery? Oh.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Yeah. Well, looks like you're fucking with the lock or you're trying to jump the wall.
What do you want to do, Scuzz?
I just want to look around the graveyard. I ain't never seen one before.
You've never seen a graveyard before and you're at least 20?
Sad.
Man, this place is a mess.
It is. What a shame. That cannon. Ah! Who leaves a cannon just to rot like that? What a damn shame.
Still alive.
Uh-oh. That's broken open.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, no, you don't look so good either.
Christ, what a stink. What the hell happened to the body?
Must have melted when it hit the air.
Christ, I never smelled anything like that before.
You'll probably never smell anything like that again if you're lucky.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
You think? Man, I'd already be throwing up if it were me. You're lucky you didn't throw up while you were passed out and asphyxiate.
It must be in my nose. Either that or it's all over everything.
Yeah, I better spray some deodorant around here.
Yeah, that'll help. I'm sure that'll work just fine.
Sounds like a dog.
You're not telling me that dogs are alive. Oh, God. You went there. The fucking split dogs are alive?
What's wrong with him?
Oh, we're gonna kill him! We're gonna kill him!
It can't hurt you! It's only half a dog!
Freaky.
Oh, Jesus! Jesus! Jesus Christ!
Butterflies are even alive.
We can think, we can think! Come on,
Get the fuck out of there, bro!
Watch your tongue, boy, if you like this job! Like this job? Think!
Wow, I'd be quitting.
What about the number on the side of the tank? The one that said to call in case of an emergency.
No, that's the army! You don't want the goddamn army around this place!
Maybe you do.
We're gonna call the boss.
Yeah, smooth your hair for the telephone call you're making.
He's the comes up now.
We have a little problem.
Just a little.
Do you ever fantasize about being killed? Do you ever wonder about all the different ways of dying? You know, violently?
Try not to think about dying too much.
Yeah, some interesting things, Chica, because it looks like you're about to get off on that.
Well, for me, the worst way would be for a bunch of old men to get around me and start biting and eating me alive.
You about to get off on that?
They would tear off my...
Hello? Boobs.
It is. Trash is taking off her clothes again.
Sounds like she does this pretty often. Why are you surprised? Is she gonna dance? What'd she pull off? She going full! Holy shit!
Yeah. Don't you love the 80s?
Yeah.
You opened it, you stupid moron, you idiot! What's the matter with you, Frank? Haven't I always told you never to even go near those goddamn tanks? I'm gonna be sued by the Darrow Chemical Company. I'm gonna be investigated by the government. I might become very famous, Frank. I might even lose my business. I might even go to jail. This guy's screaming in here. You sure he's a dead cadaver? Why don't you open the door and find out? No, it's all right, Frank. I'll take your word for that. I'd have to kill it.
How do you kill something that's already dead?
Dismemberment.
I don't know. Let me think. It's not a bad question.
Incineration.
In that movie, they destroyed the brain to kill him. Is that what they did? The brain, right?
I mean, chopping off the head usually works.
Surgical drills.
Here, hold this, Frank. Oh.
Why is he yellow? He looks really alive.
I hit the fucking brain. Then do something else for goddammit,
I mean, I'm pretty sure you impaled that into the ground. Oh God!
Hold him down now. Hold him down.
With a accent.
He's using what's handy.
I understand. But ew! Oh, that's a little better. Blood isn't squirting everywhere.
Yeah, no, not red blood squirting out.
You gotta have an incinerator there somewhere.
Cut off all major limbs.
Christ, it ain't dying! I thought you said if we destroyed the brain, it died.
It was a movie!
It worked in the movie!
Yeah, it worked in the movie.
The movie lied?
Oh, the movie's lied. How dare.
Fuckers.
How are we gonna kill it? Maybe you can't kill it. Maybe it won't die.
Light the bitch on fire.
Well, then we just gotta destroy it completely until there's nothing left.
Fire!
Acid.
Oh, okay, that would work too.
Sulfuric acid, maybe. No. Sometimes Ernie Kaltenbrunner works late on Friday nights.
Well, who's Ernie Kaltenbrunner?
He's the embalmer at the mortuary across the street.
Incinerator, naked girl.
He's got a crematorium across the street, Frank.
Crematorium, that's beautiful. How are we gonna get this thing over there?
Body bag.
I mean, you have a hacksaw still. Cut off the limbs.
Give me the bone saw.
There you go.
Why don't you put your clothes on? The show's over.
She's pretty. And she's built like all get out too.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way
There's
of
a girl
life.
touching your dick right now, and you are more concerned about what your friends think of you
Hey, what's
than
wrong
the girl
with
that
you,
is
man?
trying to touch your dick.
Maybe he's already had trash many times before. He's just not feeling it.
Maybe. It's gotta be insane too. You know, every time I wanted to be a mortician, I deal with all the bodily fluids though. Too yucky.
Hey, Ernie. Take it easy. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Woohoo!
What are you doing, Ernie?
You just do that with your bloody gloves on.
Breaking out the rigor mortis.
That's so disgusting.
Oh, yeah?
See, rigor mortis starts in the brain. And it spreads down to the internal organs and finally settles in the muscles.
Man, if that's a dummy, it looks like it's a real person.
Well, he's dead now.
I got a couple of my men out here. You mind if I
No,
bring them in?
a bird! No, a bird, that's illegal.
Bring it on in there.
Might as well tell him the whole story.
For sure.
I'll believe it once he sees the twitching.
What the hell is in those bags?
Rabid weasels.
What? What the hell are you doing with a bunch of rabid weasels?
Just tell him the truth!
Can you swear to keep a secret, Ernie?
At this point, I don't know.
No, you gotta swear. It's not weasels in the bags. No kidding.
Hands are dangerous, man.
Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
I'm sorry, Ernie.
All right, go ahead. We'll wait for you.
All right, don't go anywhere, okay?
Oh no, she's gonna be all alone. And that zombie thing's still out there. I don't believe for a minute that it fully melted. That cannon's gotta come into place somewhere.
It's pretty cool.
You can't just put that in there and then not use it. That's obviously not a real cemetery. It's gotta be a set. I'm gonna be disappointed if they don't use it, I'll tell you right now.
Honestly, I'd be disappointed if they didn't use it too.
That's an interesting headband.
You need a medical supply. You need a...
Good way to remember it. Burn it!
If I let you use the retort, what's in it for me?
Night of the Living Dead doesn't happen?
Well, Ernie, you got it. Whatever it is you want. So help me. I'll do it, I promise.
All right, let's take care of your problem.
I mean, like, seriously, you really gonna leave them hanging at a time like that?
Yes, sirree. You're gonna owe me a big one.
Now, buddy boy, you go get rid of everything for me. Nothing left. Is that right?
Everything will go. Hardest thing to burn is the heart.
Heart? Why?
Because it's just one big tough muscle. Mike, just give me a hand. It's your mess.
Some big favor. I can operate that goddamn thing.
Yeah, but it's his goddamn thing.
Just go get rid of everything and do the trick. I mean, nothing left.
Nothing but a little bitty pile of ash.
I mean, there's nothing connecting the bits and pieces together. It's useless.
I'm going to create more of them for the cemetery. Oh shit, I didn't even think about burning up that chemical that reanimated it if it was red. But how else are you supposed to beat it? Oh, don't tell me it's gonna make it rain then. It's gonna be really interesting if Naked Girl's still naked. And she's still naked.
Of course she's still naked. It's hot outside.
You just entered into a place you don't
Ready?
work.
Damn it! It's a rain! It's like acid rain! Come on, stop it!
This is why you should leave your clothes on. You're gonna take them off, do it for a little bit, then put them back on.
Look at it. It's coming down like einen betrügenden Soldat.
Twitch.
I don't know about you, but I'm really sick. What? What's wrong, Fred?
I feel like hell is what's wrong.
I think you're dying.
I'm sick too, Bert. Sick? Like how?
I feel like my head's gonna bust wide open.
Because you got exposed to that chemical.
I'm gonna call my wife. They're gonna go to the hospital. Right in my ass. I'm gonna get you sick.
Can we get some paramedics over here right away? That's the Resurrection Funeral Home.
No, I don't hear nothing.
So that actually disproves your theory that burying them would help.
Well, if they're dismembered and buried.
Yes, now we find out if the skeleton's in there.
Anybody?
Or if the original canister guy is still meandering. Oh, honey, don't go down there.
Freddy? Are you here?
Boo, I think your Freddy's done for. about that third step. It's opened again. You closed that.
Who's there?
Bro!
That third step.
It's a bitch! That'll help you some. It's intelligent.
That's Tina's. That's the sound. Through that door! Fuck!
Oh.
Brain.
So much for suicide. Why'd you distract it? Now you can't get away.
More brains.
More brains.
Help me find the door! Stupid fuckers!
Yeah, they are, but no offense, homie, it's the 80s and you screwed. They're dying.
Stand.
They don't look too hot, do they?
Hang on for me.
Good.
That's not a normal color.
No, it shouldn't be orange.
I can't hear anything through mine.
Well, are you sure it's the equipment?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not getting anything on this either.
They're already dead. They're both already dead.
What do you mean, no blood pressure, no pulse?
Shh. Take it easy. Take it easy. What do you have?
70.
70 what?
70 degrees.
Well, what's that?
Room temperature. Hold me for a second. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, what the shit, man?
Hey, let me do my job. How about that?
What the fuck was that?
No, it's dead!
Uh-oh, it does reanimate skeletons.
Still has its eyes, though.
Which isn't
Yeah.
legit. Those would have been done long ago. And you getting all soaked and all that shit means nobody's surviving this except maybe the owner of the business and the paramedics. Baby, I hate to say it, but you're gonna die tonight.
You're not alive. Except you're conscious, so we don't know what it means.
You saying we're dead?
Well, let's not jump to
Are you
conclusions.
saying we're dead?
Look, dead people don't move around and talk.
What the fuck are they doing?
Find out. Listen, we're gonna go get a couple of stretchers. Just hang in there. We won't be a second.
All right, come in. No funny moves. Shit, no. Man, look, you gotta lock all your doors and your windows and call the cops out there. What?
Trash got destroyed, but what about the other girl?
What is it? It's dead people screaming. What are these dead people?
Yes, they came from out of the ground, and they're after us.
Out of the ground?
Ah, those two. Holy shit, the dead move fast in this one.
Yep, fast movers.
Where's Trash? Didn't she go with them?
I thought she was with us.
Trash is gone, baby.
Hey, you hear that?
Hear what?
Christ, Jesus. Sounds like people screaming.
Don't go look.
Get the stretchers. I'll get on the radio and phone this in.
Well, there go the paramedics.
Jerry?
Nah, you done for, homeboy. So this is where your stereotypical brains zombie came from.
Pretty much, yep. This was the movie that brought forth the brain thing.
I think things are getting out of hand.
Mister, there's 100 of those things out there.
100? Where the fuck is the phone?
For an office.
There's an office.
Oh, never mind.
Started.
Oh my God, Freddie, what did they do to you?
Oh, well, there goes the mortician. No, you're dead. You're very dead. And so incineration works. He made a point of saying something about the heart. Does that mean if you shoot the heart? No.
Oh, look. Great effect. The amputee, or a little person.
Yeah.
What is it? They're all over the cart. Horrible.
What's the matter?
Damn it.
Yeah, let's just break more glass so they can reach the doorknobs.
The windows in the chapel!
Lock the doors to the chapel and nail them shut, bro.
Mm-hmm. That chapel's not secure.
Now, do it.
Oh. Oh.
Dispatch over.
Come in dispatch. Send more paramedics.
Send more paramedics. We're hungry.
Where did they get that much wood? There's that much wood in the
Funeral home.
In the embalming room is steel shutters.
Well, let's get the hell back to the embalming room then. Come on.
I'm freezing. My muscles are stiffening up.
Stiffening up?
I got a really fucked headache. Then my stomach started cramping up. Now my arms and legs are cramping.
What are you doing, Eddie?
Oh, God.
That's blood pooling up. You know, it looks like rigor mortis is setting in.
Rigor mortis? You're dead.
You're dead, man, and you're gonna turn into one of those things out there!
You tell them to leave.
Watch out! Hey! Watch out! Don't go over there!
We're gonna try.
Gotta be a hero montage in here somewhere.
We need Ash.
Grab him. Oh.
Don't think he's gonna make it.
Ernie, what are you doing? Hey!
Let the mortician do what he does. He knows dead people.
Yeah.
Let me take it. Well, I don't understand what you want with it, Ernie. I mean, what are we doing with it?
I want to examine it.
I mean, that's fair. You can examine it, figure out how to kill it. He's a mortician. I feel like he's the best qualified to figure that the fuck out.
He knows the dead.
You can hear me.
Yes.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
Why?
The pain. The pain of being dead.
I can feel myself rot.
How does that make you feel?
It makes the pain go away.
Mothers are already dead. You gotta understand they're not living creatures. They're animated. I mean, you can chop them up into pieces and pieces will still come after you.
Make some flamethrowers.
All you can do is just burn them. You gotta totally reduce them to ashes so there's nothing left to come after you.
Oh, that's trash. If that rain would stop, you'd have a fighting chance. Oh, poor hobo. Naked corpse paint. We have a
No.
It's vaguely reminiscent of Mystique.
You think they'll rescue us? Do you think they will?
Bro, she's hysterical. Why are you asking her questions? Just comfort her.
Never did like you. Oh my God, hold me tight.
I think we just want to lock them in other rooms and we can figure out how to get the hell out of here, all right?
Tina, that really is a good idea.
The Chapel of the Dawn.
We gotta lock the door, you know that.
I'm staying.
You're suicide. Baby, he's gonna kill you.
I got a man down.
Oh, baby. You've got more than one.
Razor, I'll blow your fucking brains out!
So much for the coppers.
Everybody that comes in gets swallowed up.
Send more cops.
Is that a Civil War uniform?
A crawl space in the ceiling. We could go up, barricade ourselves in. The only way up is through the hatch, and we can nail that shut. Nitric acid pretty much destroy anything.
Oh, he just turned.
Freddie!
I can finally see one thing only that can leave this world with suffering.
Live.
Baby, what you think was gonna happen? Seriously, what did you think was gonna happen? Behind you!
He just sneaked on by.
Sure did.
Let's go.
Well, you tested your theory.
People, I man. And his face was all fucked up, man, with Freddie top. Shit, he's trying to get out. Wait a minute.
Gotta find a way through him. There's no other way. Once we're in the car and moving, I think we'll be all right.
I can't walk. Much less run.
Bert.
That's
Bert
David
and
that
Ernie?
drove me.
They're Bert and
What's
Ernie!
this out there?
Oh my god!
You stand by.
I can't believe I just made that now. No. You didn't look outside first? Keep going. Keep going. Just drive out. You gotta drive out. Wait till they're off your case. And then run.
They had to.
They're dead! Drive through them! That is a police car! It's reinforced! Listen, I get your fucking panic, but come on.
Oh, you stupid pumpkin! That's fine.
That's all right. My car's still out there, so's Frank's.
Not anymore.
Now, there's Freddy, where's Frank?
Yeah, Frank just skedaddled out.
You gonna kill yourself, Frank?
He knows he can't make it.
And the music fills the children of the night. What music we make.
Okay. Shit. Called in that many coppers, but you ain't called in the military yet?
Mister, don't go
in there. See, there's a thing in there.
Well, I don't give a shit what's in the basement. We gotta get to that phone, man. Blinding him seems to work okay, doesn't it?
Wait,
Wait,
that's...
open the door.
What's in the red caution-y?
Knock his goddamn block off.
You have a red thing right there.
And I know you're here because I can smell your brains. You've got to let me eat your
Open the goddamn door.
You can trap it where you keep the corpses, you're probably okay.
Home run.
I mean, it can't bite you if the head's not attached. Gotta worry about suicide though, homies.
Watch it, steps out.
Jesus Christ.
That's our friend, the tormenting guy.
Look, there are a bunch of people in the cemetery who are stark, staring, mad, and they'll kill you and eat you if they catch you.
Halt! I said halt! Watch it, Steve! I'm crazy!
There's trash. call the military, homeboy.
Calling the army.
Nothing you got left, bro.
Hello? Ain't getting tanks.
Yes. Yes, Captain. Yes, I see. Of course. Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Wilson.
I really feel like they're gonna do an atomic strike. Well, not atomic, obviously, they're gonna do a nuclear strike, but go and drop a lot of bombs right there. I mean, with this, you kind of have to.
Yes, sir. This is Colonel Glover. It looks like we've found that lost consignment of Easter eggs. Well, sir, it would be good news, except that the eggs have hatched.
What are they doing, man?
Apparently they got some sort of contingency plan to deal with it, huh?
Well, that's great.
Yeah, except that it
What
probably
is
means
this
you're gonna
plan?
die.
34 miles.
Range 134 miles.
That looks awfully nuclear to me.
You hear anything?
Spectacular results, sir. Very close to optimal placement. I wouldn't worry about the fires, General. The rain is taking care of that right now.
That means it's gonna spread.
Burning skin, but I shouldn't worry. Minor irritation, General. The rain will wash everything away. All should be back to normal by morning.
That's not what's gonna happen.
We'll visit Louisville tomorrow. No, we wouldn't want that to happen, sir.
Well.
So, no final people. They all died. And they didn't actually contain the thing because the military done fucked they shit up.
Alright, so that was Return of the Living Dead.
Exciting.
What are our thoughts on this movie?
I have a new class of zombies to defer things to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to be just brains, and then 28 days later where I'm told they are very, very fast, but I haven't actually seen that.
There are a few zombie films where they do the fast zombies as opposed to,
Yeah.
to the traditional slow movers.
Yeah. I really hope the zombie apocalypse is not the fast movers.
I would hope so too. That would be a lot more difficult to deal with.
But for the record, if that does happen, there's enough hairspray in this house to make flamethrowers out of. Because we're not fucking around. We're gonna light shit on fire, whether it wants to get lit or not.
Pretty much, yeah. But this was one of the more fun zombie films out there.
I definitely think it was very well done. As much as I liked, Trash's physical appeal, I still don't understand the point of a naked girl.
Because it's the 80s and
I
we need a
guess
naked
so.
girl. It's important. You can't not have a naked girl. Especially one that looks
This
like
is
trash.
the first one that's had a completely naked girl in it. Don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous.
Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. She was full on naked in the locker room, remember?
Yeah, but it was for like a scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
It was a great scene, but it wasn't half the movie.
What's wrong with that? I'm not complaining. I don't think some of the people watching would complain about that.
I just didn't see it seemed unnecessary.
It was very necessary. We will ask the screenwriter about this and he'll tell you how very necessary it was. Because 80s, there's no internet, no porn easily available. This is all they had.
I'm glad to be a 90s child. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. If I have to use 80s horror films to get my jollies off, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. Don't get me wrong though, she's fucking gorgeous. I can very much appreciate that.
Trash. Yes. Trash.
Also, I love the shorts she was wearing too. Those were cute as shit. But overall, I think the story was a very good one.
Oh, very well done. It kept a good pace throughout the movie. Ending though, it's kind of very. Now it's done. You know?
Yeah. They should have had some After Effects stuff, like the fact that it didn't stop raining.
Yeah.
The fact that
And then they redid
all
scenes
over
from
the
earlier at the
city.
very ending. I did
Yes.
notice that. Probably just budget constraints. They couldn't really do a whole big old we're all dead. But, you know, you get the gist. Military's like, fuck it, blow them all up. And they did.
Is there really anything else you can do in that situation?
Not much. You can't really contain them. You gotta
You
just
really can't.
napalm the whole area in one way or another.
Pretty much.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, some nice practical effect work, especially with that
Very
one.
nice practical effect work. And I do have
Yeah.
to definitely acknowledge the actress who played Trash for the...
Linnea Quigley. She's well known.
I meant, like, the fact that she was willing to get that made up in areas of... Like, when you look at Mystique and stuff in the X-Men and all the full body paint, there's always a piece of latex covering the lady bits. There is nothing covering her lady bits down there. And she went full makeup there. That's not an easy thing to do.
It's commitment.
It's absolute commitment.
Yeah. We appreciate it for it.
Yeah, especially in that time, because they're not CGIing anything. It's all real. And the makeup really wasn't that good for folks back then. They were still developing it, and it was still getting to the point where it wasn't as... what's the word I'm looking for?
Professor?
Destructive?
Oh,
The makeup back then was not as good for you. Like, especially in the
Things
early
do get better as
70s when
time
they
goes
did,
on.
like, lead in it. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they hadn't fully gotten to the point where it wasn't...
they still did quite extensive work at that time, though. There's plenty. 80s was the boom of practical effect makeup for the most part. So
Yeah.
you really get to see a lot of good stuff. And I like that the animatronic, like half corpse woman
It looked like a dog wagging its fucking tail.
with its spine just.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's an animatronic I would like to have if I could ever build a haunted house, you know? That would be a great one.
Yeah, have them walking through and then, oh, it's the Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Brains.
Put that in my zombie area. Fuck that slow moving shit. Move quicker. Yeah. I definitely think it was well done. I liked the story. I do think it was a little rushed at the end, yeah.
Yeah, the very end. But aside from that, everything else very well paced. It starts right away and it just keeps going and going and going. And then you got the one character at the end. Was it Bert or Ernie? I think it's Ernie, the
Ernie.
mortician. Yeah, he's obviously has allusions to like being a former German, probably maybe Nazi, but he doesn't look like he's old enough to be.
Maybe like a second gen, like
One.
his dad or his
Yeah,
grandpa.
because he definitely has the German gun, and he spoke German earlier, so you know you got those allusions, which is a nice little thing to add in there. Like, huh? I wonder. He's got a whole history.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
He had
and that may be why he knows about
German
crematoriums.
history.
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
he knows about crematoriums
Yeah.
because he's a mortician.
Well, I guess too, but
That's part of the
if you want to
job.
add more to it,
I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
no. He had a Luger for sure.
Mhm.
But at the time that this happened, he wouldn't have been old enough.
that's what I think too. Yeah, but
He's way too young
Yeah.
for that. It had to have been a dad or a grandpa, and it doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily mean that they were Nazis. It could mean that they were just German. There were good German people,
oh yeah,
you know?
but most of the time they don't put the good ones in the movies.
Well, he wasn't a bad guy, though.
No, he
At
wasn't.
the very end, he was defending Tina.
He was, but
And
you could see
comforting
him
her
going
and-
like, just put her out of her misery. It was like he was moving it towards her just to do that. I saw that
At
little
that time, they had no option. It was better than
Yeah.
witnessing her die as her boyfriend ripped her fucking brains out of her head. That's a mercy killing. And it was honestly kind of him.
bit. Yep. Oh, and then at the end with, I think it was Frank. Yeah, because one was Freddy. He was the boyfriend.
Oh
and
my
then Frank-
god,
yeah.
you had to add the heart wrencher in there.
Yeah.
Frank containing what's left of his humanity to kill himself so he doesn't harm anyone else.
Mhm.
And leaving his wedding ring so his wife would know,
And it wouldn't be burned up.
which didn't help because it ended up getting blown up. But
Well,
I mean,
not that he would know.
the thought was there and the intent was seen. And I thought that was a nice touch of having one at least maintain its humanity. Because at that point, I don't think you can really call them he's or she's. I really think that's an it. But maintain just enough of his humanity to
Mhm.
not be a monster.
Not crave the brains. Yeah, and that's another thing. These zombies were shown to be intelligent.
Super intelligent.
You really don't see this type of intelligence in any other type of zombie film. It's always mindless, must devour.
Like
Not even
Walking
talking.
Dead, where you can just cut off the bottom
Yeah.
jaw and then you have zombie dogs.
Oh.
They can't bite you if they don't have a bottom jaw.
Yeah. I mean, the only other series I've seen an intelligent zombie in was that, like, kind of like romantic horror comedy film Warm Bodies.
I don't.
It came out like around the
I know
Twilight.
what you're talking about, but I
around
don't
the
think
Twilight
I saw
era.
it.
That's something that came out.
Well, I don't know. I think.
Yeah. It's like a romantic. Like they started as zombies, but they start to cure themselves of like the zombiness.
Interesting.
They start to get better, but they show intelligence, and that's the only other film where I can think of that has this type of intelligence in the reanimated corpse in the zombie genre.
Well, I guess so. I guess in Reanimator, the corpse had to be like super freshly dead to have remained with a brain. The other ones that had been dead a while
zombies. They don't
were not.
crave flesh. They just become alive again in reanimation. So
Well,
that's
not every zombie craves
strictly-
flesh.
these ones crave brains.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Reanimator, they didn't crave to devour anything.
That's
So that's a
true.
little bit of a difference there. Probably later Romero films in his Dead series of zombie films, you do see some intelligence start to occur, but that's later on. This is made at the time when that really was not shown.
So I am gonna semi-retract one thing. So when we saw Trash after she became a corpse, the only thing that I am going to point my finger and kind of be skeptical about is you saw no bite marks on her.
Yeah.
They should have had bite marks all over the skin, even if they were aiming for the head. She went down with several mouths on her.
She would have been devoured, so somehow...
They should have had bite marks on her.
Should have, but she still
It's
looked...
my only critique
She
there.
still looked good, though.
I'm not saying she didn't look
That's
good, and I
probably
think that's why they did it.
That's why.
But
They just don't want to cover up the goods.
no, can't have that.
Especially when you look like her.
Seriously, like, how do I get those abs?
Diet and exercise?
I've tried that
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
it
I can't.
sucks.
It's sticking with it is hard.
That's the hard part.
I mean-
Consistency and sticking with it. But, you
Yeah.
know, it is possible if you really commit. And you have the time and the energy. Oh,
Who is that? Not us. Not us.
That's so
I will never
much.
have those abs. That's okay though.
it's okay.
But yeah,
we do our
overall,
best.
this was actually a really good movie. Now tell me, you said earlier you would tell me how it ties into Night of the Living Dead. I know there was
Yes.
a split in there, and somebody got to keep something, and somebody got to keep another part of the name.
Apparently, from what I remember, if I'm not mistaken on this, there was Romero, who was the director of Night of the Living Dead, and then there was... I can't remember the name, but the person who wrote Night of the Living Dead. Well, there was some type of split in that, and some type of lawsuit or whatnot. I don't know what, but what happened was Romero got the rights to the Dead name, and then the writer got the rights of the Living Dead name. So that's why Romero goes from Night of the Living Dead to Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, etc., etc. And while this one, he went from Night of the Living Dead to Return of the Living Dead, but then it kept the Return of the Living Dead name throughout the rest of that series. And then it's Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Part 3, which I really love Part 3. It's a great zombie character that comes to life in that one. We make it to that eventually, but that's probably like my second favorite of this series, because the first one, great, classic. Third one, pretty good. I haven't seen the other ones past 3 though, but there is another series. So there's like 2 separate series of Dead films happening concurrently, or that were happening. So that was the reason for that. And this was the originator of, as far as I can tell, the brains
Interesting.
for zombies. So
Interesting.
so, fun little trivia on that. So yeah, Return of the Living Dead. It was a classic released in '85. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
No, not bad at all.
I was actually able to tolerate it except for the few really gory parts. I'm just not.
Well, it's gotta happen when there's
I know,
fighting.
it's horror
Yeah.
and there are brains involved, and they did a good job making shit look like brain matter, because from what I've seen from other crime TV shows and stuff, that's what they would make brain matter look like these days still.
Mm-hmm.
So, to do that officially, not officially, in the 80s where you actually have to make it not CGI. I don't know what TV shows, if they have access to much CGI these days or not. I don't think they'd use it on brain matter. But, to actually have accurately, like, at some points you could definitely see that it was dummies. And I appreciated that too. Because it made it a little less real, and I understand zombies are not real. But
They're
the
not?
gore is usually what gets me in these films, besides the jumping and the that you don't expect coming.
I love the gore. It's creative. Because I know none of this shit is real.
I understand none of it is real, but when they make it look so fucking lifelike.
When they make it look like, well, that's kind of the point.
I understand, and I can appreciate the
But it
artistry
still
that
gets
goes
to
into
you.
that, but I have a sick, squeamish stomach, and I just... Maybe someday I will get to the point that I'm just as excited as you. I mean, I've gotten to the point that I can actually sit through this, and I don't think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, so that's a definite step in the right direction.
Well, there's still other things I can show you to give you some nightmares, but this one looks like it won't be one that give you too much squeamishness. Remember, these are zombies. They're make-believe. They're not like the real people that can be bad, like, you know, Texas Chainsaw or Last House on the Left. Those are the ones that really gets her. So.
And the slashers that could actually be real, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. That wasn't as bad, but like Urban Legend, that fucked me up.
That was so fun. Probably my second favorite slasher that came out of that 90s boom with Scream. Scream obviously won, but Urban Legend, very fun.
And Scream used to get me pretty bad too, but you've watched them so many times now that honestly I'm a huge fan.
You're just like, yay, Matthew Lillard.
He's so fun though! And Neve Campbell makes such a good, strong, smart final girl. Like, I can't not love her. You know?
I know. We all love her. But, so, Return of the Living Dead, great movie, classic. We both love it. First time watch for her. She enjoyed it, so thank you for joining us for this reaction and review.
I do have one last thing to add.
And there's one last thing to add, yes.
I love that I can't sit here and go, well, I'd have done this differently, or I'd have done this differently. They're stupid. What the fuck are you doing? No. The only thing I would have done differently is I wouldn't have stripped bare in a graveyard and then left my clothes.
Oh, you're missing out. It's fun.
No. Strip bare in a graveyard, yes. Leaving my clothes? No.
Well.
Always have your protection. Take your armor off, but put it back on. Like, seriously.
Yeah, put it back on.
Eventually, we can't all just run around naked. The cops get all upset about that.
I guess.
Anyway, that's my last bit. I love that this movie didn't have a, well, I would have done this differently, and I would have done this. There's nothing I would have done differently. There's no critiques there.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
An actual fun, somewhat smart movie that won't freak you out too much later tonight when you go to bed.
No. Yeah. This was great.
All right, so thank you for joining us for this watch reaction review.
Next time.
And yes, we will see you for the next time, hopefully. Bye.